They've given up putting Terunofuji on tournament posters, it seems, although his master guarantees he will be back next month. But even the replacement poster boys struggled to appear at the start of the tour. On December the 3rd in Kumamoto, both Takakeisho and Kirishima missed morning training after coming down with fever. Their hospital tests revealed they were negative for COVID and for influenza, so they just about returned for the final exhibition match. Takakeisho, though, spent most of the build-up to that match resting up in the venue's medical room. And Kirishima, says Hochi Sports, looked like death warmed up. I didn't want them to overdo things, said tour supervisor coach Wakamatsu, but they said they were up for a bout. However, they felt no better the following day on the Kikuyo leg, and Hoshoryu was struck by fever too. Hence, for the first time even in older fans' memories, was a tour practice session conducted without any Yokozuna or Ozeki present. The 3 second rankers were all diagnosed with a case of strep throat and told to get some rest. Kirishima and Hoshoryu did just that, masking up and lying flat on their backs in the changing room area. Takakeisho outdid them by returning for the exhibition, but scarcely felt much better. All wrestlers currently touring must now mask up, Coach Wakamatsu remaining adamant that the infected men should stay with the group. Now, Sumo has had quite recent experience of this after the influenza outbreak of December 2019, blamed on Takagenji at a time when just about everything was blamed on his stable. Hoshoryu, before he felt infected, had carried the first day's training session, along with local boy Shodai, who fought 5 practice bouts. The interview corner featured Atamifuji, fresh from 11 wins up the road in Fukuoka. But I was no good this November, he claimed, prompting local lad Sadanomi to quip, "Then how bad do I look compared to you?" Atami has taken some Terunofuji advice as he looks to turn chances into title wins. "Results are a function of what you put in," he said, quoting his master. "I've got to be wiser as to which type of sumo to do in certain situations. Honestly, I'm lacking in all departments." The second day's practice in Kikuyo was led by Kotonowaka, who again stepped up in the absence of those higher up, and, once more, called on the improving Gonoyama, throwing him down at the rope to cheers. "Training today was so-so," he later told Hochi Sports. "It will get better, as we're only on day 2. I'm putting in good shifts in practice. I'm not satisfied with November, as I threw certain bouts away. I'm not promising Ozeki promotion, as it's something you can only aim for, and there's still loads of stuff I have to do to get there. But I'd say, overall, I've taken a big step closer to Ozeki in 2023. It's been a year of advancement, for sure." Elsewhere, back in Tokyo, in fact, Wakatakakage has had his first training session since learning he has not regained salaried rank. On Wednesday, he welcomed a hungry Yoshii, whose salaried level mates are all on tour, and generously lent his chest. That was also his 29th birthday, a world apart from his 28th. "I was out for so damn long this year," he reflected on 2023, "but I still want to keep plugging away and getting myself into better condition. I've just got to give all to everything I can currently do, which is not everything I'd like, of course. I know my body will get better with bouts, which I'll resume in due course. I want to be training thoroughly for an important tournament ahead." In January, he's set to be ranked around Makushita 2. Also reflecting on this year's events is coach Nishonoseki in his Spornichi newspaper column. An impressive year for his stable saw 3 of his charges rise to Division 2 and beyond. On Tomokaze, he wrote, "Honestly, I couldn't see him getting back to the top flight so soon. The 4 winning scores he got upon re-promotion to Division 2 were really something indeed. You could even see him doubting himself as to the path he was treading, but you now feel his strong desire to repay all the folks who've helped get him back on track. The real challenge for him starts now. He's got to keep building up that power sumo, as I think he knows that a badly timed pull gets you injured again." On star pupil Onosato, he wrote, "Given the brightness of the spotlight post-amateur success, he's done really well to cope, and with successive 12-win second-tier scores, he's amply made the grade, results-wise. But because expectations are so high, I must assess him more strictly. He's got tons of stuff to work on, including his initial charge, and his alertness at the ring's edge. He's still getting done at the rope. That's why I've been dusting down my own sash and helping him out with that charge, personally. Because once he debuts in Division 1, he'll be up against frightening levels of impact." And on Takahashi, he wrote, "Full marks for going 9 straight meets without a losing score, and settling himself at salaried level. However, although his definite shape is a strength, you feel at times that he's failing to press that advantage home. The fact he does so many different types of charge tells me he doesn't believe in that shape enough. I rather feel he ought to." And finally, Nishonoseki's ex-stablemate, the current coach Nishiiwa, will be holding his first Wakanosato Cup event in his native Aomori on December 10th. 8 years of planning, including a long COVID delay, so it's great to finally start it off, he told Spornichi today. "And I'll even be allowing complete beginners to try, even in their t-shirts and shorts, simply to get a taste of that ring. Once brimful of sumo talent, including when Wakanosato turned pro, Aomori Sumo is in decline with just 10 representatives in the pro game. Yes, 3 of them are at salaried level, but total numbers are low. I, for one, have a sense of crisis," the ex-Sekiwake said. "So I've got to give more people a chance to get involved with this sport. And I want this to keep building in the hope that more Aomori kids turn pro." Well, Coach Nishiiwa, at least some of that work is already done, for I'm sure this giant's being scouted right now.